Welcome everyone to a special conversation here on El Koki Otaku. Today we're diving into one of the most beautiful and reflective stories in modern anime, Frieren, Beyond Journey's End. This series has captivated fans around the world with its unique approach to fantasy, focusing not only on epic journey and magic, but on memory, time, and quiet moments that shape who we become. Today is truly an honor to welcome the incredible voice behind these characters, Mallorie Rodak, the voice of Frieren, Jill Harris, the voice of Fern, and Jordan Dash Cruz, the voice of Stark. So, guys, thank you so much for today joining us.
Thanks for
Thanks for having us.
So, season 2 brings Frieren, Fern, and Stark deeper into the northern lands and into emotionally heavy territory. What was the first moment in the new season script that it made you realize, okay, this season is going to be something special?
The
That's a good
first
one.
moment. Oh, there's so many. It's hard for me to say which would be the first, but I thought it was really special when we got to see the Fern and Stark date. I thought that was so cute. This is like a very highly anticipated moment that a lot of people were looking forward to. And I like that Frieren had a really cute role to play in advising them both. One of my favorite lines is when Fern is asking her for advice and Frieren's reading a grimoire and she just shuts the book and she says, "Well, Fern," and then she just launches in on her own little, musing. I just thought it was amazing. And I love that she's able to advise Stark on the nuances of Fern's personality. It goes to show that Frieren herself is growing and she's noticing things about the people around her and she's helping them with their relationships, which I think in season 1, you wouldn't really see Frieren doing that. She was still learning how to process relationships herself.
I really loved. I didn't notice it at first. The director Jade Saxton pointed it out to me. The opening of season 2 directly parallels the opening of episode 1 with Frieren and Himmel and her old party in the cart and her new party. And I think Frieren even says like this feels familiar. So I loved that. And then within that same episode, the parallel of Himmel picking up Mistress Frieren and running with her and Stark picking them up. The show is very good at doing these different parallels between time and they hit us immediately right out the gate with that, which is I love.
Yeah, no, I agree with both of them. I think just right out the gate, most fans were like, "Hey, we've got something special here." It's moving. It makes you feel something. Like even just in the first episode, like Himmel's death and just a lot of fans talking about how that affected them and they were crying and they felt a lot of emotion. So I think it did not wait to showcase to everybody, hey, like this is a show that we're gonna put all of our best performances into and give the best animation and give the best writing. It was no secret, and I think that the show definitely capitalized on, hey, we want to show you guys that this is a fantasy show that you guys can latch on to.
And one of the core ideas in Frieren Beyond Journey's End is time. How immortality changed the way someone values relationships. So, Mallory, when voicing Frieren emotional growth, how do you subtly shift her tone to show that she's beginning to understand human connections more deeply?
Yeah, she's such a complex character because she is very stoic and reserved, but then she also has these little moments of delight, which I think is so cool in a character that's lived for 1,000 years to still get excited about little trinkets or grimoires or the possibility of finding a treasure. So I like playing the differences, the nuances between something that Frieren has experienced time and time again, and then something that she gets really excited about. I also think it's fun to play with time in the show. Like you mentioned, the passage of time is such a big theme, a core central theme of the show. So seeing Frieren in the past, maybe she feels a little more stoic. She feels a little less outgoing. But seeing Frieren now with her new party, she's learning to process human emotion. She's learning how to appreciate the relationships that she has. And so you start to see these little things, these little small moments, even Frieren just smiling more in season 2. You can tell that she is experiencing life a little bit differently. She's learning and growing. And so that's been really a fun challenge for me, voicing Frieren.
And Jill, Fern often feels like the emotional anchor of the group. She's calm, perceptive, but also very young. How do you balance portraying her maturity as a mage while still keeping the subtle moment that reminds us that she is still growing up?
That is something that I find very fascinating about Fern, and something I personally relate to is she has this maturity about her, but she also has this childishness. And, I feel like we as humans don't like level up evenly. We'll max out certain skills and then ignore other skills. And I feel like that it's that way with Fern. And so it's really interesting as the show has gone on, watching her become a little more well-rounded, noticing kind of like, oh, I struggle to communicate with others sometimes, or she has that she was sheltered, so I feel like she struggles to relate to folks sometimes. And yeah, it's been wonderful watching her grow, and that kind of came naturally to me because that has been my experience in my own life. So I didn't find it, hard to conceptualize.
And to wrap it up, Jordan, how did you reflect that maturity when Stark said bravery was powerful, but also doubt about himself?
Yeah, it's been really cool watching his growth. Like, when he's first introduced, we kind of see this scared, self-esteemed, like low self-esteemed individual who doesn't believe in himself. But Frieren sees how strong he is. Fern can see how strong he is. He just doesn't see it himself. So it's been nice to see him grow, not just as a character, but grow into himself, feeling like he's really a part of the party now. I know episode 1 was dealing with like, hey, he's sitting there going, wait a minute, like, why do you guys think I'm here? Like, I'm here because I want to be here, like, not because you told me to be here. And it's cool to just see him mature. Granted, he's still a little bit afraid, but he's doing his best to show that he's there for his party mates and show that he cares about them.
Thank you so much, everybody. It has been a pleasure to talk to you all again. And remember, guys, thanks to Crunchyroll for putting together this amazing activity. And guys, we'll see you around the next episode, live episode of Live. Sayonara.
Thank you.
See ya.